Hi there, IceMan here, and here's another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're going to do a video on the new tournament that they've brought out. Right, let's have a look at this. So, a lot of people are unhappy about this. Numerous videos have been made. I thought I'd throw my hat in the ring and put out a video myself on this issue. And right, so initially, obviously, everybody had heard that they were bringing out this way of doing it. So this was going to be a special challenge rules tournament, and everybody thought it was going to be had to use a team from a faction. Now that, while that is annoying and bad enough, because that's going to limit the amount of people who can do it. Not everybody out there has an entire faction that can run dragons, anything, maybe even. Certainly not to the level where you want to be competing in a tournament. No, they've gone and brought out one that is a very specific faction only, meaning that even more people can't take part in this and will be completely giving it a miss. So, what can we say? Plarium, it's one step forwards, two step back with you. You've been doing so much right lately, so much good, and then you go and do this, and oh god, we just want to cry. We just want to cry with you. We love the game, we love playing the game, but when you do things like this, you eliminate half your player base from being able to take part. Where is the sense in that? It would have been bad enough just doing it for using a faction, but at least that's doable for so many more people. But to specifically say this faction, I myself do not have the champions to do this. Unfortunately, it's a question of I just can't do it. Anyway, let's basically take a quick look. So if we have a look at my roster, when it loads up, okay, by faction. Right, so let's go down to the Dark Elves. Now, if they'd said any faction, I might have had a good chance, particularly with the Barbarians. For me, I've got a fairly good setup here with the Barbarians. I could have probably scraped together a team that could do, rough guess, something like Dragon 16 maybe. But no, we've got to use the Dark Elves. So we go down to my Dark Elves, and many of my factions here, you'll notice as I'm scrolling through, just aren't built out enough with champions high enough. So anyway, right, we get to the Dark Elves. In my case, we've got 3 level 60s, one of which isn't really all that skilled out and all the rest of it. A level 50 and 3 level 40s. I'm not going to be able to do all that well with this. Alright, we do have a healer. We do have a couple of decent damage dealers. And we do have a poisoner. It could be worse. But of course, I'm not currently using Kale, so for me to do this, I would also have to pull gear off of other champions or spend silver that I don't currently have, leveling up gear to put on these champions just to take part in this tournament. It's just not viable. It doesn't make sense. The rewards aren't even good enough for me to go to the effort of stripping gear off of other champions or farming the silver to level up gear for these particular champions. It's just a bad move on Plarium's part, and we all know it. Anyway, we're going to keep this video nice and short and nice and sweet. All I wanted to do was put a video out there to say, Plarium, what a terrible idea this was. Please don't do it again. I mean, you had such backlash after the last time you did it, because again, it made it so hard for everyone to do. I mean, if you'd said something like just epics, alright, a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people have some fairly decent epics. We could scrape together a team from that. That would really be the only one that I'd even consider being viable. Even if you just said any one faction, or even 2 factions. If you say using 2 factions only, that gives people the chance to, grab a few champions from this faction, a couple from this faction, and put them together, and there you go, you've got a team. But to do it for just one faction was just bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Plarium, go back to the drawing board with this one, and please don't do it again. I will be sitting out this tournament, as will so many thousands of other people, I'd imagine. Anyway, rant over, video over. I'll catch you in the next one. If you like this video, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you again. IceMan out.